Today we're gonna choose love, because that's the best thing to choose. Today I'm gonna be the best version of myself. Today I'm gonna be the best version of myself. I don't care what they say, I'm gonna shine my light anyway. 'Cause today, I choose love. Today I'm gonna make the world a better place to be. Today I'm gonna make the world a better place to be. I don't care what they say, I'm gonna shine my light anyway. 'Cause today, I choose love. I choose love. Sing that. I choose love. I choose love. One more time. I choose love. Today I know in my heart that everything is okay. Today I know in my heart that everything is okay. I don't care what they say, I'm gonna shine my light anyway. 'Cause today, I choose love. Here we go, I choose love. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Today I'm gonna be the best version of myself. Say that. Today I'm gonna be the best version of myself. I don't care what they say, I'm gonna shine my light, I'm gonna shine my light anyway. 'Cause today, oh today, I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
All right, Jesse, I love that. Thank you so much. So let's just move into the meditative aspect of the service today. And as always, let's just begin with breath and just stretch your shoulders back. Just feel your whole body oxygenated each time you take a deep breath. Just starting with a deep breath. Just letting it all go, letting yourself release any tension, any doubts. As we relax more and more into this moment. Just finding a comfortable pace for your breathing and finding the perfect position for your meditation. And I know that Reverend Veronica is going to talk about light today. following on from the summer solstice, but I'm going to approach light in a different way right now and ask us to visualize the 7 lights of the chakra in our visual field as they can be floating orbs of light. They can be stars. You can imagine the colors of the chakras, if you will, just thinking of the colors of the rainbow. However, this field of light appears to you is totally fine, because it's going to change as we go through the aspects of this brief meditation. So right now, as you breathe into the sanctuary and the safety of this space where you are, I'd like you to visualize the lights being supportive beings, energetic beings, aspects of source energy of you that are filled with kindness and compassion. And so let's just visualize what those lights look like right now. Kindness and compassion. And if you want to rearrange those lights and move those lights around, even with your hands or your mind, you can just move them into whatever configuration you want. Whatever color you want. And I want you now to visualize the lights being support in terms of abundance, finances, friendships, supportive words, the whole abundance of the universe just available to you, expressed right now as just this comforting, calm light. Breathing into that. And now I want you to focus on one of those lights in particular. When you think about wisdom, one of those lights is going to appear brighter. As you think about divine intelligence, the answer to all things, just available to you in a way that can be understood by you and only for you. And now let's imagine one of those lights forming an expansive gold energy around you like a bubble. That's just this brilliant gold energy, a field around you that represents protection. not protection from necessarily any evil force, because we don't believe in evil, but we are protecting ourselves perhaps from the influence of negative energies and negative thoughts. This expansive gold bubble is there for your protection, for your radiance. And now imagine whatever color and vibration you want to imagine, perhaps down around your gut area. Just visualize and envision power. What does the feeling tone of power feel like and look like? As you breathe into that power and know that that power is uniquely yours. A power to do good, perhaps, a power to affect change in your own life, power to set boundaries, a power to be kindness when kindness is not the order of the day, the power to be compassion and be love. When you don't see any evidence of it, you're the power of it. You're the emissary of it. And now gently breathing, picturing once again the color of the 7 lights like twinkling stars. I want you to think about the light signature of peace and healing and harmony for the world. Peace and healing and harmony for the world. Let's just breathe into the silence of this. And slowly coming into this space, taking a deep breath of gratitude for your choice to be here in spiritual practice today, for gratitude for this community, gratitude to awake to another day, gratitude for each breath, for each person, for each light. For this, I'm so, so very grateful. And so it is. And say welcome to Reverend Veronica Valles. And we're so happy about your light-inspired topic today.
So I was inspired by our summer solstice and a Peruvian solstice ceremony that I did on Friday with Puma Freddy Quispe Singone. And so I'm just going to share just a little bit about the solstice and then how they weave in their tradition that we are always being activated by these universal energies. And so with the summer solstice, we are halfway through the year. And what I love is that the sun literally reaches this point and pauses, and it gives us time to reflect on the last 6 months. The summer solstice, for those of us in North America, is more of an external, whereas in Peru, for them, it's internal. So it's the divine masculine. It's the energy of manifestation, the energy of abundance, the energy of looking at the seeds that we have planted, that which has been activated. Whereas in South America and Peru, they have, just finished their harvest, and their harvest isn't just harvest for them, it's for the community. And their ceremony is in honoring and strengthening their relationship with Pachamama, Mother Earth. But with this pause with the sun, we have the longest day of light, but it also gives us time to reflect on our inner light and to activate within us, which David brilliantly and beautifully did in his meditation, all these different ways that the light demonstrates as our life, those colors of wisdom and love and peace and harmony. So with the summer solstice, it's that time of energy, it's a time of abundance, it's a time of the inner illumination. We've planted seeds, and these seeds may have been from the last 6 months, but also seeds from maybe the last year, the last 5 years. We're always constantly going through the cycles of life. And so the reflection is that in this time of astronomical occurrences, there's actually energy that we don't see, but that we feel. So like even when we're having all these solar flares, we feel it. Besides the heat, but it's like all this energy in the universe we actually feel. And what the Peruvian shamans do, they actually allow that to activate within them the good. I love Puma Freddy. I've taken courses with him on the Ship Network, and he always starts off. He goes, "Hello, my beloved family." He goes, "Today is the best day of our lives." And he says that every time because he means it. And the activation during the summer solstice, for them, it's the harvest, but he's talking about that it's a portal of bringing infinite blessings and powerful manifestation. And yes, that's always possible in our life. But there is this energy of summer that comes in. And for us, this intensity of what is growing, growing, growing. So I'm watching the tomatoes in the garden grow. Farmers market here in Texas has an abundance of produce, and, the blueberries and the peaches, and then just, the broccoli. And like tonight, my mother made a peperonata, which is just, all these different peppers and tomatoes with garlic and parsley. And it's just this abundant time of our life that we get to reflect upon. And so the seeds that have been activated by our conscious intention that are growing in the fruitful darkness of the soil are then growing in their own divine right action and order. We cannot tell the seed to hurry up. We cannot say, you need more light. All right, there's just this process that's happening. So for this summer solstice, it is this symbol of personal growth and transformation. It is also about being grateful for the manifestation and abundance in our life. And the self-reflection and the introspection is about like, how am I tending to my inner light? How am I embracing that inner light that reveals itself in the world? When I go on Facebook, I like to do every morning, one of my spiritual practices to give birthday blessings to everybody. And it was Wendy Walker-Smith's birthday. So, I did beautiful birthday blessings. And then she wrote back, "May the solstice empower you with light." I thought that felt like so Star Wars, I felt like, yes, may the solstice empower me with light. And it's the reminder that, the darkness actually is necessary for the growth of the seed. Darkness, unfortunately, has gotten paired up with violence, because when there's violence, people aren't in their heart, they're not from their light, they're not acting from love. But the darkness, the fruitful darkness, really is that place from which the seed gets to grow. But this solstice, though, the summer solstice, is all about the light. It's all about that activation within us. It's all about just adding that extra energy, that divine masculine, which is the volition of God in the expression of our lives. And so we take this time to, first of all, embrace our own light, embrace our own radiance, to actually celebrate our understanding and our expressions as beings of light. And then we get to actually radiate that to other people so that they understand that we are the light. And yet the darkness is just that part where we go within, we go deeper. The seed is nurtured and it's necessary. But right now, we're taking that transformative power of the sun that has activated us, and then just in inspiration and also introspection, just saying, what else is being called so that this can fully, bloom in my life. And so as you go on this journey of self-discovery and pausing like the sun, that we're just going to look just for a moment within and just ask ourselves, reflecting upon the way that Spirit is revealing in our lives, the seeds that were planted, the necessary cultivation, the watering of the seeds, the tending to the seeds by just, the fertilizing and the watering, but that this summer solstice reminds us of the process. These last 6 months didn't happen in 6 seconds, right? And so the process that we walk day by day, and from, the winter solstice into the summer solstice, there's the gentle adding, there's light, more light, till we reach that point where here in Dallas, it was like 9:06 p.m. It was still light. We had the strawberry moon, which was really the next day starting to come up. And now we're slowly going to move towards the darkness, the divine feminine, that fruitful darkness, that, lying fallow. But the invitation is just to take a moment and pause. And just, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and go within and just gently asking yourself, first of all, what seeds that have been planted are stirring awake? And what do I need to actually add more light to? What's being called forth in my life? And just listen to the internal wisdom. So what seeds that have been planted that are stirring, they're growing, they're awakening within? What wisdom has it brought forth for you? And what is being called forth as it continues to grow? And then connect with your heart. And just ask yourself with love and deep kindness, where have I diminished my light? Where have I hidden or kept that light from that seed because of whatever fear, false belief, maybe a past experience that lingers, some energy that's been trapped, unhealed? And without judgment, just ask yourself, what is being called forth so that my light can express freely, powerfully, passionately? And the heart will always, always answer with love and kindness. And then as you embrace your inner light, as we turn on the light, not the temperature outside, as we turn on the light, ask yourself, what seed that is a seed of passion of mine that I've not really actually tended to, but that is calling forth for my attention so that I may live authentically and powerfully? What's it that I need to know in this moment about this seed, about this light that's being called forth? And just listen. And just allowing that solstice energy, that power of transformation, that action that's moving forward, just allow it just to lift you and feel supported. Feel supported, even if you don't know what the next step is. Trust that Spirit is fully supporting. And imagine just standing there in your power, radiating energy, radiating light, dwelling in the abundance and the harvest that is here and the harvest that is coming. And as you're reflecting on the last 6 months or year or 6 years, just gratitude for this journey, gratitude for the abundance, and gratitude for the growth and transformation. And just take a breath. And as you open your eyes, just be in that heartfulness. And here is the question. What are you willing to offer to yourself to continue this expansive awareness, to continue this manifestation and abundance of your life that is the life of God that's seeking to reveal in magnificence? In the Peruvian summer solstice ceremony, they create what's called a despacho. So basically, there's a white paper, which is representing the pure heart. And they take seeds and they take sugar and they take candies. They create these geometric shapes, and everything has a meaning. And I like it because it's like a physical representation. So certain seeds may represent vitality and strength. Other seeds for, wisdom and harmony. The sugar, like these little candies for the sweetness of offering that sweetness to life. And in that whole process of offering, what is being activated is the intentions that are being set. So imagine that there's, you're looking at the screen and there are these 7 maestros is what they call them. They're in their Incan outfits. There's 4 men. The one in the middle is a man doing the despacho. Puma Freddy's over to his right, but my left, and 3 women. They're doing the cocoa leaf readings too, but what they're doing is they're activating the intentions that are being seeded for the harvest in the fall. And the beautiful thing about this ceremony, that they may be offering this connection to strengthen their relationship with Pachamama, to strengthen their relationship with the Apus, which are the mountain spirits, to strengthen their relationship with the rivers and the creeks, which are the Nusras, all right? They're in great gratitude. They're making this mandala of intention with this offering that they literally in ceremony will take to the fire and burn. They're offering all these intentions. But anytime that there is something that would come up for anybody, Puma Freddy or Ruben or one of the women, Magali would say, it is done. And especially when there was something to release, they always turned it to the light. They acknowledged the heavy energy, what they call the hucha energy, and they transmitted to what's called sami, the lighter energy, but they always revealed that what they called, the divine masculine, the divine feminine energies were always operating together. And that this solstice ceremony was to seed these intentions, to illuminate them with the fire, and then to purify anything, any false belief, any dense energy. And then like I had, the part that came in for me, there's like some dense energy around me. He goes, there's some part of you, he goes, we're not victims to anything. There's some part in your consciousness that agreed to this. He goes, but it is done now. And I love that instant transformation, that instant illumination, that instant demonstration of believing that this transmutation happened with the divine source energy that I call God, the divine. And in that moment, the intentions were purely seeded, and the revelation and the release of that energy of what people may call heavy darkness actually was then illuminated. So with their ceremony, their offering is the offering to their beloved, which is Pachamama, but Pachamama is the divine. Everything is the way God manifests, right? So whether it's Mother Earth, the mountains, or the rivers, these are just symbols. These are actualities for them of the presence of that great reality, of the great mystery. So with this solstice energy, the activation and the action is then to be that beneficial presence in the world. You can have the intention for a new car, freedom. You can have the intention for relationship. You can have the intention for more creativity, but it's really being of service to each other and that which is greater. And so the wisdom of the solstice is about that inner illumination, that no matter what has happened in the past, whatever that energy is, it can be immediately transmuted. And that yet there is still a process as we walk towards the darkness of the winter solstice. It's moment to moment, it's breath by breath, it's step by step. And that the transformative power of the sun is the transformative power of what we call the one, the holy one, the divine reality that's expressing as our life. And so as we're on this path of awakening and on this path of discovering and just unleashing our light in the world, the reminder of the ceremony is to offer to that which is greater our love, to offer to that which is greater our joy, to offer that which is greater wisdom and harmony, to be in great gratitude for this life and our expression of life that is so unique and powerful. So I'm just affirming that you got to celebrate the solstice in some way, even though it's a little hot in Dallas, and that you're able to see the seeds that you have planted and to trust that they're growing in divine harmony and divine timing, that your inner illumination is so necessary to tend to the light, the way that the Peruvian ceremony was tending to the fire for the offering, the transmutation, but also the celebration and the release of the intentions into the universe. And whether it's a ceremony or our prayer work, that we know that we are being guided, we're being guarded, we're being loved, we're being supported in every single way, which I call God. And so as we are celebrating the light, and day by day, moment by moment, we're heading towards that fruitful darkness that is necessary to lie fallow, to rest, to rejuvenate, that there's still the life force underneath it, that the solstice is about the activation. And the solstice is about the manifestation and abundance that happens in all areas of our life, and it can happen at any time. But that we take this energy and then just allow ourselves to ride the waves, and then also to look within and reflect on our light and reflect on what passions are seeking to reveal. What stories have we told that have kept us from maybe trying something new or taking a different path or going in a different direction? And to live authentically and brilliantly and bold like the sun does. It shines its light like the moon does. It reflects in all of her beauty, la bella luna, and to be the divine expression authentically as you. So may the solstice empower you with your own light. May you see the divine light in others. May the ceremonies of your day be an expression of love to that which is greater, but of love that's expressing as a divine in each one of us. And may the transformation that happens is the revelation and the continued expression of the divine radiance that is God, that is your life. So happy summer solstice, strawberry moon with all her glory. The long days of summer, may they be fun and joyful with great air conditioning when necessary. And may your life just be a blessing. And may you be blessed. And may you bless others. So let's just briefly go within, and I'm just going to pray us up, and then that awareness of the presence that I call God, that inner illumination, that radiant light that's seeking to reveal itself and continues to express. I give thanks for this time together. I give thanks for the power and activation of the divine sun, which is the divine light of God. And I give thanks for all that is being shared here with the music and the just the connection and the laughter and the joy. And I know for each person here that they live authentically, that they live their passions, that those seeds are growing and blooming and powerfully and beautifully, and that all that is necessary for their life is available now. And that this activation of the sun, the earth, the wind, the rain is just a demonstration of the way that God shows up. So knowing that it is good and knowing that it is beautiful and powerful, I just bless each one here. And let's just affirm this joy and this love that is circulating as our life together by saying, and so it is.
Ooh, Veronica, priestess of light. Thank you so much for that. So let's just breathe that in and stay anchored right there. Calling in the light, calling in the light, calling in the light of love, calling in the light, calling in the light, calling in the light of love. And this part, repeat after me. I am love, I am peace, I am peace in my heart. I am free, I am spirit, I am soul, all together we are whole. Calling in the light, calling in the light, calling in the light of love, calling in the light, calling in the heart.